This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good morning, and welcome to session number 3. In session number 2, we clearly discussed about the
Correct.
one comp.
Class start అయింది బై.
Someone speaking. Okay, fine, sir. So we started 6 functions are mandatory to start our journey, like startup, BAR, type, help, and some more also there. Length function and print. What is the last one? ID. In our last session, we covered these 3. Simple one word answer I will write. VAR, console or session level loaded elements. It will print. VAR of any object name. Object or class name if you write inside of the object or class name elements it will print. Help of any object or class name. Documentation, just paper documentation, how to use it, manual pages information. This is the one we covered in last session. And anyhow, type data type or belongs to which class or is it method or function. That information it will provide. When you don't know anything about the one element they are using in the Python, first yourself you have to ask who are you. It's the first question. Who are you? For example, I am using X in the Python, but you don't know what is a X. First type of X, that is nothing but who are you. And next one, help of X, documentation. Next, what you have inside of you. This is a 3 questions you have to raise for any type of question. This is a 3 things. Something working in the Python or some X or anything, your X position, anything. If I am using something in Python, first who are you? What is the documentation? What are the inside of elements? These 3 questions will give to you all answers. These 3 questions will give to you all answers. Here X or anything. For example, I am using X of some brackets I am using. But remember, while taking the help or while taking the documentation or while taking the dir, don't use these brackets again. Only name only you have to take it. Today concept that one. Don't write any brackets. Only name only. Only name only. Now, open and closed brackets, you have to ignore it. Again, I'm saying that one. Almost everything is an object in the Python. In the Python, almost everything is an object. Means object word is associated with class. From class only object will come. Xerox copy. Like yesterday, we used a blueprint building one. Okay, and one more thing also we discussed in the last session. I said module. Module is like a folder, like container, like a truck, a box. Module. Module contains functions like ABC, XYZ. Already this code is defined here. The code is available. You don't worry about that code. Just use it. like ready-made dress. You don't think about how they are stitching. You have to use it. That's all. Maybe if you want to create your own function, that we will learn in the course. First, I'm talking about the built-in elements. Built-in module is there, na second one. Built-in. And a module may contains variables also, like a equals 20, b equals to Python, single quotes or double quotes. And a module may contain classes also. Class, this class, this class. Just class inside again, same story. Class inside what we have? Variables. Class inside variables and functions. Just official language. Inside of class functions, we have to call as a method. Directly it is inside of the module, you can call function, no doubt. Difference, there is small difference. A function directly brackets are there, which is not part of any class, you can call function. But once, for example, here def is there. You should call this one as a method. You should call this one as a method. The reason is which is inside of the class. Which is inside of the class. Function only, there is no change. Inside of the class, that's why we have to call method. Variables. Here also variable, but official terminology data. Data. Just official terminology. So we are creating the object for this class. When you take the Python console, one more time I'm going to open the Python console, ideally. This is a complete yesterday session information only. When there is no single line about the today's session, completely yesterday session information only. See, when I open the Python ideally, if you list out dir empty, dir empty means what are the loaded elements? Loaded element means that is maybe function, maybe object, variable, all together. See, by default we are getting. So Python developed, when you open the Python console or Python ideally, by default you are going to get this one. But you should not ignore even single element also. Anything starting with underscore underscore, ending with underscore underscore, generally we will call them magic modules, magic functions, magic variables. For example, what is this? I have a one question. Who are you? Underscore underscore name. Type of this one. I am an object of string. str means string. Give me some documentation. Underscore underscore name. Second question. Actually, it is calling name. So it is a one module. It is a helper module. It is a module. It is linked with some main. Underscore underscore name is a everything is object. It's a object class. Object, yes, object only. Yes, from these classes, this is a class. The main target is object creation. Object is there. Here your object is underscore underscore name. This is underscore underscore name. If I ask type of underscore underscore name means, if I ask in this way, it is giving the class name. The class name it is giving. This class name it is giving. Class of str string. And that information, how to, what is the inside of you? What is inside of you? Even if you call directly, if you call, what it is printing? Like yesterday we stored one variable. If I call a, A value it is printing. Similarly, if I call underscore underscore, some value it is printing in the form of string. In the form of string, it is printing something. So hold on to understand it is not correct time. I'm not going to introduce into you module. I'm not going to introduce to functions. I'm not going to introduce class. These all are upcoming topics. All are upcoming topics. Who is a big brother in that? Module is a big brother. First person big. Next, second big, third big. Inside of module we have a class. Class inside we have a function, but that should call as a method. Right? If you call this is a module having some ready-made code, function 1, function 2, function 3. Some classes also available, C1, C2, like so. Class inside function F4 is there. It is also function only, there is no doubt. But just you have to call inside of the class method. Okay, a method or class you can consider only one thing and having these brackets. Everything is defined here. We are using, but not all components are not readily available. We have to create our own module. We have to create our own module. Sir, even you should not consider function variable module concept. Why? Because it is our upcoming biggest concept. Why? Because now we are moving in this flow. Somewhere you will get that word. What is a module? Module means collection of functions and classes and variables. These three things you have to give that answer. Module means collection of functions and collection of classes, collection of variables. That's all. Otherwise, sir, I'm not getting this point. Okay, take at least class, like biodata form, class. This is our class. This class describing about string, and how much storage it is required. All things. Class containing something like here and some variables. But I said class inside brackets. You have to call them as methods. But otherwise, you can consider sometimes functions also. Fine. Fine. Yes, if you don't know anything, this is a flow. Type help inside of you. Inside of you, what are the elements you have? See, actually, name is object of string. Name is underscore underscore name underscore underscore is object of string. String inside these all are there. String inside all these are there. Available operations. For example, I am taking one more example. Z equals to 3.14. I am using. Everything is object. Yes, who are you? I am a object of float class. Float class means some code already written for the class float. Float and some 100 lines of code is there. If you want to see that one, just to take it help of float or help of dead. Help of dead or help of float. Both are correct only. Even if I call Z indirectly, that is a float. Okay? If I call Z, what is the class name? Class float. See, at this point, we cannot understand this one. Convert a string or number to floating point number, if possible. So, class containing what I said, methods, having brackets. See, having brackets, having bracket. Class containing functions only, but you have to call inside of the class. You should call as a method. See, I'm just moving. Variables also available. Data. Variables also available. Yes. Actually, there is no variable in this data type. Data descriptors. There is no variables. Only these two. Simply data descriptors. These are the data. Okay. Here function are method having the brackets after the name. Simple. Now, still we have to discuss about these three. Before that one, I want to enter to print function. Otherwise, we will go to the variables directly. Everything is object. Object is associated with object is associated with class. I am zero in Python. You should not miss this statement. It's very, very important. I'm zero in the Python. I don't know anything. Sir, you can ignore whatever I said in the previous three sessions. Leave it. Not mandatory. Simple one line statement. One line statement. You can ignore the session 192 information. Okay, generally, if you want to create a variable, how we can create it? At command prompt, a equals to some value, a equal to some value, a equals to some value, a equal to 20, number or string, anything. Now my question is, what is a, what is 20? Don't give a is alphabet, don't give 20 is a number. Maybe you will try to give that answer in that way. That's why I'm asking. What is a A? Everything is
A.
object only. You're
I,
today you're calling this is a variable. Okay, fine. Leave it. That's why previous sessions ignore it. What is a A?
What is a
it's an integer variable. Data type.
Again, what is a A?
Value.
it's a
Variable.
Yes.
variable?
String. It's a
It's
string.
A is a variable name. Variable name. Generally, we will call as a identifier. Identifier. Simple. Our lemon terminology. Variable name simply. Our general local format. Identifier means variable name. Variable name. That's a variable name. A is a variable name. A is a variable name. But please remember one important point. Everything is object. A is a variable today you are calling, but backend A is an object, and that object is associated with one class. That part you can ignore it for some days. That's why I'm saying to you, you can ignore session 192. So A is a variable name, that's all. And number 20, value. This is a value. Yes, this value we will call in actual terminology literal. Literal. Nothing but value, just one value. Other name literal official terminology. And bracket our local terminology. Variable name and variable value. And what are the conditions are available? Identifier name may be today you are taking variable name, maybe class name, function name, everything. Here also ABC is a function. ABC open bracket and closed bracket is a function. Acceptable. What is the ABC? ABC word, that is a identifier of function. And EA is a identifier of variable. There are some rules are there. How to create a variable name? Okay, we can create the variable name single word AB. What are the conditions to create a variable? Okay, you should not create any variable. Okay, A, B, C. But what are the conditions? And remember, allowed characters are to create a identifier or to create a variable specially, variable A to Z total 26 characters, small a to small z 26 characters, 0 to 9 and underscore. These are the valid characters. Total 63 set. Total 63 set. Your variable name should be from this 63 characters only. You should not use another word, another character for the variable name. For example, I am writing hello equals to 20. Yes, variable H is there, E is there, L is there, L is there, O is there. Right. If I write one more thing, $x equals to 20. Invalid. Why? Because dollar symbol is not part of your variable. Is really will it work? See, $x equals to 20. Syntax error. Hello, our first space name equals to Naga. Error. Why? Because in this variable name there is no space. There is no space. Hello. For example, I am writing hello like hash symbol or at the rate 123 equals to 20 or 34. See, the variable name should be from these 63 characters. Here, these are the 26 A to Z, capital A to Z, small a to Z. Digits 0 to 9 means 10. 0 to 9 means including 0. 0 to 9 total 10. Underscore. Special character. Total 63 character set. Total 63 character set. Your variable name should be from this 63 character set. And number 2 condition while creating the variable, yes, a variable name or identifier or variable. Official language is the identifier. A variable name should not start with the digits. A variable name should not start with the digits. Okay, digits also allowed, but not first position. Sir, you can take a character 2 times also. For example, h equals to 20 or high. String. It is I'm storing high character or string in a variable. You can repeat the same character n number of times which are allowed. But that should be the 63 character. First I will take H. Is it 63 character set? Yes. Is it E? 63 character set? Yes. Next E. If I take one character in the variable name, that should be belongs to 63 character set. And a variable name never starts with a digit. Means, for example, high equals to 20. This is wrong. Why? Because it is starting with a number. See, 4 high equals to 40. But if you write high 40, high 4, fine. High 4, fine. It's a variable name. If I call, I will get the 40. My here I am saying that one a variable name should not start with a digit at first position. Digit you can use after first position. 63 characters fine, but first character not a digit. Next one, if you want to space in the variable name, space in the variable name, instead of that, use underscore. For example, first at Python prompt, first space name. Okay. It is an error. Why? Because space is not allowed. First underscore, yes, see, space is not allowed. Simply what I'm saying to you, wherever you want to maintain the space, just use the underscore. Is the point number 3. Next, point number 4. Python variables are case sensitive. For example, I'm writing a equals to 40, capital A equals to 50. Both are different. Case sensitive. A equals to 50 and capital A equals to some 40. A, capital A. Different or not? Completely different. Already which are loaded into this session. That is a question. Point number 4. Yes, all 63 characters that you can use it. It's a case sensitive and variable name. And one more thing, biggest point. How many keywords are there to learn the Python? Python is a just, there is a, if you are completely new, one question, how many keywords are there in the Python? How many keywords are there? Python, complete Python language, how many keywords are there? How many keywords are there?
Yes.
Just 35. 35 keywords are there. If you know the 35 keywords, you are expert. Just 35 keywords are there. Only 35 keywords. Only 35 keywords. Already the meaning is provided by Python. 35 keywords are there. 35 keywords are there. So one important point, a variable name. One second. Right? A variable means identifier. Or identifier means variable, both. See, but official terminology is an identifier. If you go to the any Python PEP documentation, PEP 8 or Python enhanced proposals, documents are available. Python documents. Identifier is the official word. A variable name should not be from the reserved keywords. Nothing but today we have a 35 keywords are there, sir. Maybe after you are watching this video after 2 to 3 years, maybe that some more keywords maybe they will add. As today, like 24th May 2023 morning 7:28 IST, there are 35 keywords are there. Sir, how I know that keywords? How I know? Help only. Help. Plural word. Keywords. No. Help of. Try with single quotes or double quotes. That's all. This is a pure complete. If you know this 35 keywords, you are master in the Python. Just to be
Why we
used.
use double quotes, sir? Keyword.
You can use single quotes, sir. No problem. There is no difference. To call help on which one? I mean, you need to ask help of which one. If it is a data type or class or variable, I can ask it to type. But help of which one? With help of, if I take the help, see, help function is saying to you, my words is very clearly observed. Help function is saying to you, if you want to take the documentation on modules, how it is provided? Directly saying the double quotes are using. There, is there any double quotes or single quotes about the keyword? That's why you have to use either single quotes or double quotes. Just press enter. No need to go to help prompt, sir. When I'm using help function, I am getting the help prompt. My greater than is missing. No need this one. Just press enter. Just to take help of modules. What are the loaded modules? You will get all modules. But I am talking about here. How many keywords are there total? So every line having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 fours are 36. But here one thing is missing. One thing is missing. Everything already defined. For example, what is the del? I want to know about this one. How to do that one? I don't know del. I want to get some documentation. How to find out about this one?
Help.
Help of del. Yes, del help documentation came or not? What is the else? Everything here only. Just we have documentation. I am calling else documentation. Okay. Now our content topic is not related to keywords. Actually, we came to here. The variable name should not from these 35 keywords. And the reserved meaning is there. For example, if I write del equals to 30, what is the error? Even if you observe, if I write hello or my name equals to Naga, one reserved keyword I will write if equals to 30 or something. Color code is giving the different meaning or not. When I type my name, white color is coming. And when I type the reserved keyword, orange color is coming. Have you observed that point? This is a simple identification. You can identify which are the reserved keywords. This is completely related to only identifier only. These 5 steps. 20. Okay, before that one, what is this one? Not say, don't say it is a equal operator. What is the equal? What is the 2 lines? What is equal operator here? What it does? Okay, what it does? What it does?
Assign operator.
Excellent, sir. Assignment operator. Assignment operator.
Assignment operator.
Assignment operator. What is the meaning of assignment operator?
Equal or not equal, greater than, less than. Sorry.
For example, in Python prompt, my var equals to my var1 equals to 20 plus 30 I am writing. Now how it will store the value? How the what is the if I call my var, what is the output I will get?
Same 20 plus 30 only because it's taken a string.
No, I'm not giving you any double quotes or single quotes. No, how can we say that is my var1 20 plus 30 my var? You are correct. If I provide in singular double quotes one more variable 20 plus if I give single quotes double quotes, even though the result is 20 30, it is a string single quotes. You are thinking it is a number. No, it is 2 characters. It is a like 2 characters. Like my var 3 equals to na plus ga. My var 3. How you are getting? Like that is also. But that is a pure numbers. Pure numbers only. Now tell me how this will work. How your assignment operator will work. Equal operator only, but you should not call like equal operator in the like mathematics. It is an assignment operator. It is an assignment operator. It is assignment operator. Yes, equal is a assignment operator. It evaluates the right side expression or value. Equal operator right side. First it will evaluate. It will do that operation. It will evaluate. It will evaluate or calculate, and that result stored in the variable my var1. Your assignment operator not only directly it will store, it will evaluate, powerful one. It will make it as one entity. It will make means calculate. 20 plus 30 it won't store. What is the result? The result only it will store. Result only it will store. So assignment operator is a powerful one, sir. Total 7 times we are going to use this assignment operator. We will see at the time of plus, equal, plus, minus, plus, into, plus, floor division, plus percentage. We will see them, but as of now, you can observe it is assignment operator. Okay. Now my question is, if I create a variable, listen carefully. If I create a variable in the Python console, I mean this blue color screen, is it permanent?
No, it's a session.
Or temporary? Yes. If it is not permanent, where it will be stored? How many types of storages are available in generally in our your laptop or server? Anything? There is, for example, this is your laptop. How many types of storages are available? Two storages, simple, sir. One is
RAM
your
ROM.
yes.
No.
ROM is related to system startup purpose only. System startup purpose, we have a ROM only, read only memory. ROM. Generally in mobiles we are using that word. ROM is different one. ROM is different. There are two types of storages are available. Simply, that is a primary storage and secondary. You have a one hard disk is there. Maybe SATA hard disk, old is ID, port 32 ports ID. Some hard disk available. There only you have, maybe you may have only C drive or D drive, or you are attaching any pen drive, any one of the drive. Mostly we will use operating system, we will install on the C drive, D drive, maybe C or D. Maybe you may have 3 drives, but C is guaranteed available if you are using Windows operating system. This is a secondary memory. Your hard disk is a secondary memory and permanent memory, permanent one. In your system, there is a one RAM also there, RAM. DDR3, DDR4, yes, RAM also there. Like 8 GB, 10 GB. Even how the, for example, I have a one MS Office is there. If I want to open the MS Office, generally, if I want to open the MS Office, I am trying to open Word document, MS Word. See, first time, see how much time it is taking. Okay, maybe 2 seconds. Next time, again, Word. See, comparing with the previous one, what will happen, sir? Your .exe file is available somewhere in C drive. Your Word .exe file is available somewhere, and your machine will be loaded the .exe file here. That's why you can able to do this one. So everything with RAM only. Everything with RAM only. You have anything first that should be loaded into the RAM, then you can read. Whether that is available file in your machine, it should be loaded into the RAM. That's why we have to maintain the sufficient RAM. If you open anything in your hard disk, you have some file. The hard disk directly it will not play. First the file or movie first loaded into the RAM, then after from there it will work. This is a general way we can easily. I think so many people know this content. Okay, and RAM is a temporary memory. If you stop and start, that will be vanish. The memory will be vanished, and the memory it is available. For example, you have a 4 GB RAM or 10 GB RAM, or you have a 16 GB RAM. So that will be divided as small parts. Small part the memory is available. And RAM is a temporary one. If you stop and start, again freshly you will get. That's why generally we will restart the machines or refresh the machines to clear this one. Even really refresh is not nothing it will do, just our self satisfaction purpose only. Self satisfaction purpose only. But RAM, if you restart again, it will come like fresh one. But even if you start the machine, operating system files will be loaded here only. For example, if you take your mobile, sir, while purchasing your mobile, you have they will say 4 GB. But while using your mobile, you won't get the 4 GB. You will get a 1 GB free space only. What is the reason? While purchasing the mobile, they will say it is a 4 GB mobile, but you won't get the 4 GB size. If you delete all applications, generally we will close all application. There you will get one message: free space 1 GB. I mean, remaining 3 GB loaded with your operating system, your Android or any mandatory files which are running. The 3 GB is occupied. It is 4 GB only, but not completely dedicated to 4 GB. First, OS will be loaded here. That's why you are getting. Like this is a terminology of how the OS will work. But my point is, if I create a variable, the variable is located somewhere in the RAM. It's a temporary one only. Just I'm expanding this box. For that, move this total screen to this side. Just wait. Okay, just I'm sorry. No, right. This is your system RAM. Okay, having multiple small boxes are available for, but I will draw one or two. So when you create a object, what will happen? For example, how to identify your house in the city? Okay, apart from colony name, I am already, for example, one person is already in your colony and is trying. You are saying in, okay, this is my address. But how can I identify your house address?
House
Roll number.
number.
Okay, house number. Same. Here also, this is a one. You are storing. This is a small box I'm taking. You are just storing a equals to 30. Sorry, a equals to 30. Variable name is a, which is pointing. One second. Which is pointing this address location. In the binary format, okay, with the binary format, that is not even everything is zeros and ones only. Your machine knows and zeros and ones only. So the value 30 is loaded here. The 30 is loaded here. The 30 is loaded here. And same, having some address in your machine, RAM says some address. For example, this address is some number. Address, identifier, just a number. Like what is that? Identifier means some unique number in the your machine related IP address. It is your machine RAM. How many parts are there? Some address will be located here. The starting address, maybe how much size it will take your a variable. That is second. The sys module is there. For your satisfaction, I will show you. But the starting address it will display on the screen. I mean that is address. Otherwise, I will write 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a address of your a variable. See, if I want to print the variable, you can write a. If I want to print the address of a, you can use the id function. You can use the id function. Id of a. We have a 6 functions are there now. In the 6 functions, one of them is here. 6 functions are there. Where it is? In the session. Yes, this last 6th one. Let's see. This is related to your machine. This is related to your machine. A equals to 30. Print a. Sorry, I don't know print function at this point. You have to feel like that. A. ID of a. Some address location printed or not? B equals to 40. ID of B. ID of B. See? C equals to Naga. ID of C. Address location. Help. Go to help. Type of ID is a meaningless question. Yes. What is the type? Already you are using na. What is the type? Brackets are there. What is the ID? What is the ID? What is the ID? Function.
Function.
Function. And I want to get more documentation. Help provide me an ID. Right. Return a identity of an object. Whatever you are providing, ID of C. What is C? What is C? It is a object of str. Okay, any object. Identity. That should be unique in your machine. So one compiler is there. Sometimes it is a C language Python is there. C Python, J Python, Java Python. Yes. Some compiler uses the object's memory address. Starting address it is will display on the screen. Starting address it will display on the screen. It's an address location in your machine. Sir, you are getting this value. You will get a different value. That is depends on your memory size and allocation methods. Always you will not get this 30. I mean this address. Maybe next time if you create, it will create somewhere. And actually there is a one concept will come, garbage collector. Garbage collector is there, GC. Like it's a municipality employee. Municipality employee. If you not using this one, your garbage collector will delete. You don't worry. A lot of manual work is reduced here. It is not correct time. What is a garbage collector? It's a module only. If unused variables, it will delete. Like a municipality employee. Very interesting, important one. We have to give the respect for this. Simple. This is about the variable, sir. That's all. See, as of now in that flow, indirectly you are learning first three, last one. Still two are pending. Flow in the journey, in the core journey only you will get. If I directly explain, you won't get the meaning, sir. These six are important to start the journey. And the next one is still two are pending, length function, and another one is a print function. This is a very important one. We can use 8 ways, sir. This one. Maximum anyone can use 3 ways, but we can use 8 ways. 8 ways we can use it. Customized. In the C language, printf is there, na? In Java language, system.out.println. In PowerShell, write-host. Printing anything. Printing your own message. If you want to print anything, print function. Okay. Today we are completely zero about these two. Even in Python also today we are completely zero. So still we have to learn that one. Next concept is very biggest one. This will decide how much you are going to good at Python. 14 data types I am going to start. 14 data types I am going to start from tomorrow's session. In the flow, you will get these two functions meaning. Whatever I said as of now, that 4 function, by that only I will move. I won't take any new thing. But what are the 14 functions and how to remember, and what is the iterable object, index, slicing, reverse index, all these questions. Maybe hardly it will take 10 hours, sir. 10 hours. But if you allocate or invest 10 hours, the every output of Python is from these 14 data types only. Right? I will stop here, and similar to yesterday, I will forward the recorded session video to your in your WhatsApp group. Coming 11 days, I mean today is the 24th of May, up to 4th June, same link, there is no difference. Shortly, I will collect your mail IDs. For that, I will give the access. Only for your mail ID, I will give the access. As of now, first 4 to 5 sessions, you will get individually. Then after, I will share total videos in a one unique link. All videos are available in that unique link. 1 to 75 or 80 videos are available. So my request is, you don't miss the upcoming 10 sessions, data types. Very, very important one. Not like a general way, we are going to see in very deep level. Right? Thank you all. I will stop here. We will meet tomorrow.
Thank you, Naga.
Thank you, Naga.